Hello, and we're back for another car ride convo with Coach Nicole, the mind coach. Today I wanted to speak about something that actually I did this past weekend. I was at a USA Gymnastics conference that I had the opportunity to speak at. And I was speaking with coaches and judges, and I decided to talk about getting the most out of your athlete during a practice. If it's a good day or if it is a not so good day. How can you best show up for them and also communicate with them to then help them the best way possible? And so I just want to take you through, in the time that we have each week, I'm going to take you through the workshop that I did with them, because I felt it was so powerful and impacted my audience, and I thought, why not present to you all? So the first thing that I want you to think about is really the impact that you have on your athlete. And the influence you have over them. Words have a lot of power. And the first thing that I want to set you up for today is I'm going to have you reflect. And I would like you to think back to when you were younger and you were an athlete. And can you remember the most motivational thing someone ever said to you? Just take a minute, think about that. And now I want you to stay back in the day, and I want you to think about the most discouraging thing someone has told you. And then finally, I want you to think about the most encouraging thing someone has ever told you. The motivation and the encouraging is always a feel good moment. The discouraging can sometimes be tough to think about. And I know when I was creating this PowerPoint and presentation, I thought back to those moments for me, what really stood out right when I asked myself those questions. And I do want to share with you all. So for the most motivating, it was after I tore my first ACL, and I was told, you're going to be hungrier than you ever were once you are able to get back on that court. And that, to this day, has helped me get through every single ACL injury, which I have had 4 now. The most discouraging thing is you're not living up to the person I thought you would be. And the most encouraging thing has been 2 things came up for me. So I'm proud of you, and if you put in as much work as you do with basketball, you'll be successful at whatever you decide to do in life. Thinking back to those things that were said to you, who said those things to you? For me, it was coaches and parents. And how long have you carried those things with you? We carry those things for for a long time. And they can help us, and they can not help us sometimes. But I think it's good to recognize, and the reason why I take you through this exercise is putting yourself back into the shoes of when you were a youth athlete, or even if you weren't and just thought of times outside of, sport. The impact of people that were close to you and what they said to you. It matters. All right. And that is Car Ride Convo. Sorry I went a little over today. Hope you've enjoyed. Queuing it up for next week. So keep that in mind this week. What you say is important. And we're going to go over some things here in the next few weeks that are going to help you to get the most out of your athlete and also help to regulate yourself in those tough conversations.